Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola. So Manchester United got absolutely slapped up by Brentford 4-0 at the Brentford Community Stadium. It was a disastrous performance by Manchester United. Every single player that wore a Manchester United shirt today was dreadful, to be totally honest with you. And we didn't deserve anything out of that game. To hear Brentford fans olaying, to see Brentford players just having it easy. Anybody could have scored if they wanted to, and it could have been more than 4 on the day. Manchester United were absolutely abysmal, and this culture of failure at this club and this cycle of failure continues to repeat itself, you feel. And one message I would say to the Manchester United fans today that are a little bit worried about things and a little bit concerned about where the season's going is, we need to go through this pain for it to get better, I think. And we need to stand by this manager, because I think the first time ever Manchester United have actually made the right appointment of the right manager. But what they're doing, as they have done with previous managers, whether that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal or David Moyes, is failed to back him. And when you look at the transfers that have come in, now look, the transfers aren't an excuse for that performance that we saw out there today, because the players that stepped out there should have been better than that. But when you look at the transfers and you look at our rivals and you look at the people that are in and around us in the table, every single club has improved. Every single club has backed their manager. Yet Manchester United have failed to address the positions and the key areas of the team that needed resolving. That's why we've got championship standard players still repping Manchester United shirts all over the park. And quite frankly, it's not good enough. And you look at that today, it says a lot about the character of the team. You know, today against Brentford or against Brighton the other day, if Man United score first, we probably go on and we win 2-3-0 and it's happy days. But there's no backbone in the club. They're so spineless. Concede a goal, heads drop, positivity goes, negativity fills the air, and Manchester United crumble like a digestive. And that's exactly what happened today. The first goal, Ronaldo giving the ball away, trying to get a foul. So soft. What are you doing? And then David De Gea just turned into Massimo Taibi. A shot that should never have been going in. And you can argue whether it was a foul or not on Cristiano Ronaldo. In my opinion, it wasn't. But that should not be going in. And if VAR steps in to give a foul to Ronaldo there, it's an absolute disgrace. David De Gea should have been stopping that. And managers have backed David De Gea. I've backed David De Gea. You know, we've seen Dean Henderson leave because he wanted an opportunity to prove himself. David De Gea is looking questionable at the moment. Looking very questionable. He's looked questionable over the last couple of years. But Ten Hag will be thinking, is this the guy I need? One of the things that I feel is he struggles in terms of being quick with the ball and having to play with the ball quickly, looking up as soon as you get on it. And whilst I'm not trying to make an excuse for his mistake today, he shouldn't be making that. I think it comes to, like, he's thinking about what he needs to do next. And he can't do what he's got to do right now. And it probably shows you why he can't play that game, that proactive, on-the-ball goalkeeper game. Because once he takes his concentration away from his keeping, things like that happen. And it was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. And then we see more poor stuff from Manchester United. Passing the ball out. Maguire to Eriksen. Eriksen tries to turn it around the corner. Gets hounded. Brentford score again. Jensen makes it 2-0. And I felt sorry for Eriksen in there because, one, he's not a player that plays in the number 6 position or usually plays with his back to goal. He should have had his wing mirrors on. He should know what's around him, do you know what I mean? But the pass was a hospital pass and we kept doing it to him. What are we doing to this guy? He came here as an option potentially behind Bruno Fernandes. Now he's a key player starting week in, week out and holding our midfield together. Again, it comes down to recruitment. Again, it comes down to investment. Again, it comes down to backing the manager. Where are the signings in this position? We've known for 3-4 seasons that Fred and McTominay are not good enough. Yet they're still here stinking the place out. Why? Why? It's just abysmal running of the club. The third goal, Martinez, I think today aerially he had a few issues. Generally with the ball at his feet and distribution and all that, he's looked good. He was poor on the back post for that third goal. He should have dealt with it. Horrible defending, and it's 3-0. But it was a catalogue of errors before that. A catalogue of errors. So many different United players could have dealt with it. And then We're going for a goal. We're trying to push on. We're trying to get something. We're looking toothless. 2 passes from Brentford, and they're in for their 4th. Any of them could have scored today. They were all lining up to get a goal against Manchester United. Over the last couple of years, I've heard this is the first time they've beat Man United, or this is the biggest victory over Man United so many times, because we're becoming a club that allows people to break their records against us. And it is just so poor. And you look at it from back to front. David De Gea, shocking. What are you doing? I'd seriously consider playing Tom Heaton in the next game. Luke Shaw at left back. Why did you start? In pre-season, the manager seemed to go with Malacia. Don't trust these guys, bro. Trust your own players. Because these lot have sold so many managers down the river over the last couple of years. They're going to do the same to you. Luke Shaw's not good enough. We don't want to see him in the starting lineup. He took Lisandro Martinez off at half-time. Probably didn't want to destroy him. I felt sorry for him out there. There's no protection in front of him. Harry Maguire, not good enough. That's our captain. Really? It's an uninspiring captain if I've ever saw one. His ability probably isn't good enough for Man United. And his ability as a captain definitely isn't good enough for Man United. We need better. Diogo Dalot bags of question marks yet again. In the midfield, Fred, more question marks than answers. We're playing with Eriksen and Bruno. Eriksen didn't have a great game today. Made mistakes. Bruno Fernandes, always moaning, always frustrated, always looking pissed off and angry, but doesn't actually ever do anything about it. Get a grip, man. Stop giving the impression that you care and actually do something about it. Stop moaning like you care. And every time it's moaning at the ref or moaning at someone else or moaning about a pass, fucking deal with it. I don't know who you think you are, but he's falling into this as well. And it's the culture of the club. When Bruno come in, breath of fresh air, we drag him down to this level. When Rashford breaks him from the academy, we drag him down to this level. Sancho comes across, we're dragging him down to this level. It's the culture at the club. Rewards failure. It doesn't have enough demands for success off these players. And slowly we drag them down to a level that they shouldn't be at. And Man United shouldn't be at. And it's just poor. And you feel for the manager. You feel for Erik ten Hag. The front three today, Ronaldo, anonymous, moaning, frustrated, throwing his hands up in the air. Poor for their first goal. Shouldn't have been giving that away so easily. Rashford, anonymous, yet again, like Bobby Valentino. Sancho on the right. He's got to do better. But again, you've got to get the ball to these guys. You've got to play football with them. Sancho's a player that thrives off players running off him. Football being played. Where's the football being played? Because Luke Shaw can't cross his legs. Maguire can't pass the ball. We can't get the ball through our midfield. Fred loses the ball at every opportunity. Bruno's looking angry and pissed off. How do we get the ball to the final third? We just don't. It's so bad. And again, the board have been given these warning signs on so many different occasions, but the same cycle of failure continues to happen. It's been 17 years of incompetence from these Glazers. 17 years. And under Sir Alex Ferguson, we had someone that could bail us out of it with his genius, that could turn shit into sugar. But right now, we haven't. And we need to support this manager because we're competing with teams in the league, not just for the title, for top 4, top 5, top 6, top 7. You're competing with teams that are recruiting well, have good coaches, do everything. Erik ten Hag has proven when he was at Ajax that if you give him the right resources, you have the right structure around him, you've got the right manager. The problem is we've expected him to come into Manchester United, do what he did at Ajax without having the resources available, without backing him. And I feel like the board have brought him into this club under false pretenses. He probably rocked up thinking, I'm going to get about 5 signings. I'm going to get all the players that I want. The money's going to be there. And look, it's not. It's just utter joke. And the culture at the club is so, so wrong. And if Ten Hag's going to change it, he needs time. He needs backing. He needs resources. Will he get that under this ownership currently? I don't think so. And this is why you see fans protesting against him. And if people want to say we only protest when it's going badly, look at the protests, when we were under Sir Alex Ferguson in Champions League against AC Milan. What was that, a quarter-final? We're doing well. Like, we've protested against these owners when things have gone well. We need to keep on their necks. These need to go. They probably will never go, or they probably won't go anytime soon. But we need to let them know they're not welcome, because what's going on at Manchester United, is absolutely criminal. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like I say, I feel sorry for Ten Hag at the minute. And he's someone that we definitely don't need to be turning on. We'll see you in a bit.